Hi, welcome to part 23 of the videos I've been doing on memories or memory lane. Anyway, this particular video is just kind of a mashup of video slideshows that I've taken, pictures I've taken over the years. Anyway, this first video is of a lake, and it is near Sumter, South Carolina, and I took it in about February of this year, 2021. Record. Hello world. Just used Spreaker audio, did not like it. Couldn't figure out how to edit that feature. It wasn't very good. I understand that Spreaker Audio wants you to, sign up for a pro plan, I guess to record stuff, do whatever. But I need to know how to use it. I'm just like with video, I'm not very good at this. I mean, I'm trying. I really am trying, but I'm not that good, and I need to know what I can do and what I can't do before I start plunking in money to something that may absolutely be useless for me. I wanted to add a photo to the recording, and it simply wouldn't allow me. I thought, okay, maybe the picture file is too big. I'll go to a smaller picture file just as a test, just to see what happens. Didn't work. I was unable. I tried it, and I tried to put a picture to the audio file, and it wouldn't allow it. So that was strike number one against it. And then it was like, okay, I didn't see a way to edit it. So basically, if I want to edit the audio file, it looks like I have to try to find another app to edit the audio file. So, or either that, I didn't see anything in the app that told me that I could edit it. So, I guess I could, but anyway, I didn't bother to do that. The main thing was to add a picture, and that didn't work. So now I'm over to something else. I don't know. It's called voice recorder. I have no idea what it is. I'm just using something else. Record. The next two videos are of a squirrel that I took at my house, or my seasonal house, in Asheville, North Carolina. And the squirrel was running on the fence, the neighbor's fence, and whatever. And that squirrel comes around all the time. He comes to the trash can, the bin, and tries to get in it. I guess he could smell food. He's always trying to figure out a way to get in it. If my ex-husband puts any food out for the dog next door, a lot of times he grabs it, he eats it. If he puts anything out in the compost, the squirrel gets that too. Okay, I'm recording now.
He's down. There he goes.
Okay, well, here's number 2 squirrel video. I got it zoomed all the way out, so it's not the best. Yep, here's a little squirrel video. I think this little squirrel's got fleas too. And here is a raven up in the... Yeah, there's a raven up there squawking. Come on, Mr. Squirrel. Yeah, I think this little squirrel's got fleas. Oh, there he goes. He's into the little tree, into the branches. Okay, that's it for now. This next video was taken at Cartersville Lake in Georgia. This next video slideshow was taken at the Tugaloo River in Georgia. This next video slideshow was taken in South Carolina. I'm not exactly sure which or where this was taken. I do believe it was near Great Falls, South Carolina, but I cannot be 100%. I visited a lot of lakes this past year, and from New Year's Day on up to about February, I visited a lot of lakes. That's one of the things I would do. I would map to wherever the nearest lake was, and I would go and photograph them, do a little video. Well, I wasn't doing video yet, but I would do pictures, etc. This next video slideshow was taken at a place called Southwest Point in South Carolina. I am not exactly sure where it is. I don't remember. I Googled it, but I was not able to find any information on Southwest Point in South Carolina. But that's where it was taken, on a lake, or like an overlook, or a boat ramp, most likely. This next video is just trees, the grass, nature, somewhere in South Carolina. Another lake in South Carolina. These are just sky pictures. This next video was taken near Waynesville, North Carolina, last year in July of 2020, when my car was having so many issues. It was right before that I started having problems with the theft light coming on, etc., etc. I was driving from the Canton, North Carolina, or Waynesville, North Carolina Pilot truck stop to Morristown or White Pine, Tennessee. Actually, I think the first stop may have been Newport. But anyway, I was driving to Tennessee, and I was having, well, I was right before I'd started having issues, or I thought I had had a brief issue, but I didn't think it was a big deal. Anyways, I was on this road headed to Tennessee, and I actually stopped here. There was a cemetery right across the street, and I also needed to use the bathroom, and there was no place to go. And I just pulled over to the side of the road and opened both car doors. I was having a really hard time with my ankle then. It was hurting really bad. In fact, I was braced for about 3 months last year. But anyway, this was taken on somewhere between Waynesville, North Carolina and the Tennessee state line. It was on the North Carolina side. This video was taken on Allatoona Lake in Georgia. This next video was taken near the Richard B. Russell Lake in, actually it's on the South Carolina side, in Lounsville, South Carolina. It's not very far from the house on in Lounsville that my uncle and his business partners purchased. The old house that is a 1920. I've talked about it in another video. Anyway, it's not that far from the old house, and in fact that old house has a lot of acreage, almost 400 acres. But anyway, it's not very far from there. In fact, it's only about maybe a half a mile, maybe not. I don't even think it's a mile to the Felkel boat ramp. Anyway, that's where this video was, or pictures rather, were taken. This last video was just a random video that was taken sometime, probably this past year, in probably in March, maybe April, at some place I visited in South Carolina or Georgia, most likely Georgia. I didn't start doing video actually until I was in Royston, Georgia. That's where I did my very first video. Now, I did return to South Carolina briefly, and I may have done a little bit of video. Actually, I take that back. I did. I actually went back to Asheville, North Carolina, and after I was rear-ended by a semi. And then after the semi accident, I bought the car I'm in now. I returned to South Carolina, Sumter, and Liberty Hill, South Carolina, where I had some really weird experiences, etc., etc. Anyway, somewhere along the way, I took this random video. It was supposed to go into some other video. I have no idea which one. And I just left it. And I decided, and now I'm adding it here. Okay, I'm out here at the fields now. I got a video of the interior of that little school. I was pleased about that. But not much, because a man, he walked all around and he decided he wanted to come in. So, you know, other people want to come in too, so I had to stop my video. There's another one of these fields that say no entry if there's elk out here, but there is no elk. This concludes this video, part 23 of the memories, memory lane, whatever. I know these videos they're a little different. They're not, I guess, as good. I don't like them as well, of course, as I do my regular videos, because they're slideshows rather than actual video. But a lot of these were taken before I started doing regular video. But all of the videos in this particular, or all the slideshows in this particular video, at least most of them, were taken in South Carolina and Georgia this past year in January, February, before I ever started doing video. As I said, after the semi-accident, I returned to South Carolina and did do some video in South Carolina then, but the majority of my video is in Georgia. I started in Royston, Georgia. That's where I did my very first video. I was actually sitting at a Dollar Tree in Royston, Georgia, and I decided there was some stuff on my mind. I wanted to talk about it, and I decided to do the video, and I decided to put it out. And since that time, I have done a lot of videos. I've come a long way since I started doing my videos in Georgia. I am currently in South Dakota. Anyway, and if you've been watching any of my other videos, then you know that I'm in South Dakota. But actually, the Black Hills of South Dakota. Anyway, but that said, I'm going to end my video now. I still need to eat, and I'm going to run in here to the truck stop. I haven't been feeling that good. I've talked about this in another video. I drank some Propel water. Been sick for like 3-4 days now. Thought I was getting better yesterday, and then today, this morning was okay, but then I started getting really real stomach ache. So I've been pretty much off and on stomach ache all day. Anyway, I'm going to conclude this video so I can eat and maybe watch a little TV, and I will see you in the next video. I hope everyone has a good week. God bless. Peace.